The Diplomat, 15th of August 2023, China's issue with Nepal's independent mind. China supported the communist uprising in Nepal to overthrow its democratic government. However, China cannot support Nepal's desire for independence. China is launching international projects as though its window of opportunity is about to close. President Xi Jinping unveiled 3 initiatives in the previous 3 years, nearly 10 years after he first unveiled the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, in 2013 under the name One Belt One Road. Global Security Initiative, GSI, in 2022, Global Civilization Initiative, GCI, in 2023, and Global Development Initiative, GDI, in 2021 were all announced by Beijing. Xi has spearheaded the efforts, representing Beijing's terms for China's involvement with the rest of the world. The projects have high objectives and address multiple facets of China's international relations. The main focus of the BRI's infrastructural connectivity, which has steadily grown to encompass financial, trade, policy, and people-to-people connectivity. Pool efforts to tackle challenges post-COVID recovery for achieving common sustainable development is the stated goal of the GDI. Eliminate the root causes of international conflicts is the stated goal of the GSI. In the meantime, the GCI promotes tolerance for the diversity of civilizations and the universal principles shared by all people. These Chinese activities in Nepal present both opportunities and hazards throughout the Himalayas. Nepal yearned to join the BRI with all of its heart. China's BRI ambitions now include the Trans-Himalayan Multidimensional Connectivity Network. The BRI agreement was inked between the two countries in 2017. Nepalese politicians have marketed the planned train network that would straddle the Himalayas as their answer to breaking free from total reliance on India. But since then, little progress has been made in implementing the BRI in Nepal. In the meantime, 2 GDI-funded initiatives are already underway in Nepal. China has simultaneously extended 3 invitations to Nepal and applied pressure for it to join the GSI. Nepal has rejected the appeals because of its non-alignment policy mandated by the constitution. Nepal is examining Beijing's offer to join the GCI. Beijing, though, is displeased with Nepal's slow progress on BRI initiatives. It is currently China's top worry. The Chinese government has questioned every Nepali delegation that has visited China about the BRI's progress, and the Chinese embassy in Kathmandu has pressured local politicians. Beijing is eager to demonstrate to Nepal that it is progressing on its leading projects. According to Chinese ambassador to Nepal Chen Song, the BRI was involved in constructing Pokhara International Airport, funded and built by a Chinese business. In clarification, not a single project in Nepal under the BRI has been executed, stated Narayan Saud, the Foreign Minister of Nepal. Soon after Pushpa Kamal Dahal, popularly known as Prakhanda, assumed office as Prime Minister of Nepal in December 2022, Beijing also extended an olive branch to that country. A day after Prakhanda's swearing-in, China dispatched a team of experts to Nepal to investigate the viability of building a railway between Kathmandu and Karang, Geelong. Regarding the GSI, Beijing persuaded the Prime Minister and the Nepali Ministry of Foreign Affairs to allow former President Bidya Devi Bhandari to speak for 6 minutes during a meeting last year. Chen further asserted that the June 2023 Dragon Boat Festival in Pokhara was a component of the GCI. Chen and the Chinese diplomats in Nepal are eager to assert and demonstrate success for several national and international objectives. Firstly, the Chinese find it puzzling that there hasn't been more development or zeal to carry out BRI projects in Nepal. China included the Trans-Himalayan Multidimensional Connectivity Network at Nepal's urging in its Belt and Road Initiative plans. Nepali politicians have actively promoted the railway line that connects Nepal to China as the country's ticket out of its one-way reliance on India. Amid Xi's historic visit to Nepal in 2019, an MoU was signed to conduct a feasibility study of the proposed rail network. Consequently, Beijing may have made the remarks to exert pressure on Nepal to move the BRI projects through more quickly. These are Xi's initiatives, to start with. These projects reflect Xi's, and China's, aspirations for the globe, and their accomplishment or failure will determine how the world views him. Beijing, therefore, convinces nations to join and carry out initiatives using its diplomatic apparatus. For this reason, ambassadors worldwide, including those in Nepal, are eager to inform Beijing that they are moving closer to Xi's objective. They have reported made-up improvements where none existed in situations such as Nepal. Third, China is using Nepal as a test site for its projects. Not only is it China's neighbor, but most people there have a favorable opinion of China. Therefore, Chinese ambassadors do not wish to look foolish due to projects in their local vicinity not moving forward. The outcome of these activities in Nepal may have worldwide implications. Fourth, China benefits from an additional push due to Nepal's ratification and launch of the $500 million U.S. grant project for infrastructure development, known as the Millennium Challenge Corporation, MCC. The BRI and the agreement were both signed at the same time. If the Chinese government's initiatives are still in limbo while those of a distant peer rival are successfully implemented, that would be embarrassing. 3. As a result, Chinese diplomats in Nepal have taken the initiative to shape the perception that BRI initiatives are being carried out effectively there. They are under pressure to save their reputation among Beijing's party elders and that of China in the eyes of the world. Therefore, regardless of whether a project was explicitly included in the initiatives agreed between the two nations, they are grouping all projects carried out with Chinese assistance or by Chinese firms under these initiatives. China is not the only country that does this. Some U.S. officials comments that the MCC was a component of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Strategy, IPS, meaning that Nepal was already a part of the IPS, earlier tainted the discussion of the MCC in Nepal. That being said, Chinese diplomats trying to force the story of these projects down Nepal's throats are hardly making any new friends. Rhetorical bullying is not the solution, even though they have good reason to be annoyed with the Nepali government for all their talk but no action on Sino-Nepali projects.